also want to lift up all of the Umoja babies because we are also in the week of Umoja. So we are on the day of Ujima during the week of Umoja, and we want to lift up both children that were born on those days. If either one of those are your day names, it is a beautiful time for you. So family, first off, once again, great Ujima lifting it up. So I want to welcome you. I am still in transition, so I am still struggling with the sound effects and the things that are going on with the move. We are down 30 boxes. Now we are moving down. Yesterday we was down to 15. Now we're down to 10. And, with work and stuff like that, got a lot of stuff to do, family. But I am enjoying the move. If you kind of listen in the background, you can hear the birds greeting the rising sun. We are at the dawn, right? And this is going to fit right in with the proverb of the day, but I won't get into that right now. I'm going to say that. So family, I want to stress how the lesson works, even though I'm in transition, right? After I come out of transition, for those of you that are new to Nyame Journey, new to the Daily Spark, and I want to say, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Most importantly, make sure you comment. Family, I am trying to get back up online so I can do a lot of stuff before I go to work. So I won't be bogged down at work with trying to get out the social media, trying to post up pages for the proverb of the day and stuff like that. So I want to thank you for being patient with me. But the way it works is, we are on the day of Ujima. Those of you that are new to this and you're trying to get into the lifestyle, don't want to overwhelm you. Just look in the world around you. Seek out Ujima. If you look for it, it'll look for you. It'll find you, right? So look for the principle of Ujima and how it interacts in your life, how it interacts in your community, how it interacts in your family. How? Look for Ujima. Look for examples of Ujima to build up your reservoir of examples, because what happens in this world is that a lot of times, because we use subtractive rather than subtractive self-mastery, we use subtractive oppression. It ain't even subtractive. We use additional oppression, where rather than subtracting the things that are not good for us and subtracting and removing ourselves from those unhealthy relationships, we subtract the good views. We subtract the things that we need. Like we subtract the principles. We subtract the culture. We subtract the healthy habits. We subtract a lot of that and allow those things that don't need, that are oppressing us, to stay in our life. So what I want you to do is I want you to subtract some of the stuff that you need to subtract. But I want you to take the time to start focusing in on your principles, because this is something that you need. And part of our process is each day we go through one of the principles of the Nguzo Saba. Today is Ujima. Once again, clapping it up for Ujima and the Ujima born. So your challenge today is to go out and to look for examples of the principle of Ujima in action, in motion, right? Because when we look for our principles, guess what? We find our principles. That's right. When we look for them, we find them. You understand what I'm saying? By us not looking for them, by us not expecting them, we get exactly what it is that we are, what we are looking for. Nothing. I want you to take time to look for the principle of Ujima. For those of you that are not initiated, Ujima means collective work and responsibility. Now, for those of you that are a little bit more advanced, in the system. You have been on the fringes of Nyame. You are just now entering Nyame. You have somebody just tapped you on the shoulder and said, hey, man, you need to listen to the Daily Spark, right? You just now getting involved with the culture. You practicing Kwanzaa. You want to incorporate Kwanzaa 365 into your life. All right, so now, and you got a little bit of consciousness. You have a little bit more control over your IMESP, right? Intuition, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical aspects of your being. You're working on that, right? You're going to go one step farther. You're going to go and you're going to look for Ujima, right? But you're going to realize that you are not just looking for Ujima today. You are also looking for the principle of the week. The principle of the week is Umoja. The idea is to see how Ujima and Umoja work together. How to see Umoja through the lens of Ujima. I know it sounds complicated, but really, we have to take mental time. We have to take emotional time. We have to take spiritual time and have conversations with our principles inside of ourselves. How does Ujima and Umoja interact? Okay? Now, and what you will find is that it works out. Not just with Ujima and Umoja, but with all the other combination. So we are on the day of Ujima, but we are in the week of Umoja, right? How do we see Umoja through the lens of Ujima, through the practice of Ujima? Now, those of you that are deeper and you have been around Nyame, you have been in the culture, you have been practicing, you are ready for the next step. So here you go. Now, how does the principle of Ujima not only interact or works or sees Umoja, right? We're going to move a step further and we're going to move into the cycle. And the cycle for the next 49 days, actually it's 46 days now, is Ujima, right? So how does Ujima, Umoja, and ultimately Ujima work together? What is the lesson that you are going to receive over this 49-day cycle, right? It's going to unfold for you, right? Now, lastly, for those of you who have been in Nyame, those of you who have been around us long enough, those of you that know the culture, those of you that know the myths, those of you that know the legends, those of you that have been rocking with us for years, here is your assignment. Now you're going to add the ultimate lesson for the year of 2026. And what is that? Or whatever year, because somebody could be listening to this 7 years from now. What is that? 2033? Right? You've been listening to 2033. It'll be another Ujima year. The ultimate lesson. All right? We are on the day of Ujima. Okay. I'm getting that. All right. Boom, boom, boom. I'm reflecting on the relationship between Ujima and Umoja. I'm going deeper and I'm seeing how those two principles interact with the overall principle for this cycle, Ujima, right? And then ultimately I'm seeing how does all of those fit in and work so I can get the ultimate lesson of Ujima. You see how the system works? Keeping us focused on our principles. To those people who really don't want to have anything to do with the culture, that really does not have respect for it, that actually believe that other people's culture are more important than ours and their systems are better than ours, this will sound like gobbledygook. But for those of you that are really searching, right, for some answer, for those of you that are really searching to bring life back to our culture, back to us, this is going to be very rewarding for you, because it gives you an opportunity to become philosophical with your principles, with your culture. It allows you to become a thinking person, because in Nyame, we want you to think, but we want you to think in the context of us through our lens. So, with saying all that, man, all right, so I had a couple of minutes before this to get into some haikus. So I'm gonna give you the haikus of the day, because I am not taking time to write out the whole thing, and I'm doing it fast like this. I am going to present all my haikus, and then we'll jump right into. Actually, I kind of gave a lesson, so we're going to jump into the ancestral algorithm, and of course, the proverb of the day. All right. So, just so that you know, the ancestral algorithm for the day is: my work is an offering to the future of my people. My work is my offering to the future of my people. One more time. Get ready to write it. Pause it if you need to. My work is an offering to the future of my people. Man, that is a beautiful algorithm for us to work with, and to kind of set the tone for this beautiful Ujima day. Now, let's get into it. I ain't gonna say not the algorithm, but the haiku for the day, or one of them. The dawn does not come twice. Oh no, that is the proverb of the day. The dawn does not come twice to awaken a man. We'll jump into that in a second. But here are the haikus. The dawn will not come a second time to wake you. So arise, O God. Now, that one, of course, comes from the proverb of the day and some of the Nyame lore. One of our sacred texts, right? One of our sacred texts is from the Bible, the Hebraic Bible, and it's Psalms 82. So I combine the proverb of the day with Psalms 82, right? God stands in congregation of mighty and judges amongst the gods. How long will he judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Ashe. Defend the poor and the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy, deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hands of the wicked, for they know not, neither do they understand, for they walk on in darkness while all the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like man and fall like one of the princes. So arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. So arise, O God. You hear it? The dawn will not come a second time to wake you. So arise, O God. Am I haikuing anime? I got a little bit of anime with me today. I guess I did good on that one. All right. So, family, I hope you understand what's going on. I'm trying to mix the Nyame lore, right? See, because this is what a lot of us are missing in our lives, in the businesses that we start, in the organizations that we have. We are missing the lore. When Elder Wakesa came and he started talking about the lore and building the lore, the family lore, right? We don't have lore for ourselves. We don't have lore for the great people that was in our personal community. We don't have the lore for a lot of the family, because we have been convinced that is not good. But family, stories are the most potent technology on this planet. And you set the trajectory of your life by the stories that you tell yourself and the stories that are reflected in your family. I'm just letting you know the stories that's in your tribe. So when I'm talking to you and you talk about you Nyame, but you don't know the story of G and how that relates to you, you have never thought about that. You have never put yourself in the place of G, in the story, and played with it in your mind. How are you Nyame? Right? If you have never, you know what I'm saying? If you have never heard of sage or what's the other one? Sage or wisdom? Is it wisdom? It's two students that Nyame had. Somebody write the other student that Nyame had. One name was Sage and the other name was Elder. Crazy, right? Right? Wait, hold on. So in Nyame, we got a lore we have lore from where the word elder come from in our stories. Right? It was a wise individual who was so wise that his name went throughout time and came down to us to represent somebody who has attained age. But you have to go through our lore for that, right? You have to do some work. But anyway, I digress. I'm still on these bitters, boy. Woo! All right, we now stand firmly with knowledge of who we are. Rise up and face the day. We now stand firmly with knowledge of who we are. Rise up and face the day. All right, my work. That was the next one, right? Boom, boom, boom. Mixture of Psalms 82, rising up. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. That's, you see where my mind is, right? I got to rise up and clear out all this stuff, donate some stuff. I got a big, beautiful table that I got to give away. And, you know, somebody in the family wants it. I'm going to be holding on to it until this until Kaumba. Next, my work is a gift that I provide for future. Please take sacrifice. My work is a gift that I provide for future. Please take sacrifice. All right. And the final one, which kind of brings me to a talking point, which is crazy for me right now. In America, we have evolved to the point where sitting is killing us. I don't think y'all heard me. Right now there's news that sitting is the new smoking. And for those of you who have studied anything about the human and the human body, you know the ultimate goal for the human being, outside of the civilization and the false narratives that we feed ourselves and the false ideas, outside of the work and all that shit, man is designed. Now really, I want you to think about this. The drives for man are to find food, shelter, and procreate. Now, there might be a couple more things that we can add to that. Find food, allow the food to escape after you get done with it. You know what I'm saying? Get some shelter and procreate. Not just man, the whole process, the ultimate process. Now we add other shit to it. So the human body is always looking for a way to use as less energy as possible, so that when it's time for us to get up and run, I have the energy to do that. Right? So that's part of the survival thing too. When danger's around, either I fight or flight. And there's one more F in there, but I'm not gonna say that. But fight, flight. I'm able to do one of those because I got the energy, right? So I'm always looking for an energy source, and I'm always for ways to conserve energy as a human being. All of this, us staying busy and all that shit, that is some modern time craziness. All right? So, let me just say this. It is crazy to me that in America, we have perfected sitting and conserving energy to a point to where sitting is now the new cancer. I want you to remember the five pillars of health in Nyame: breathing, drinking, eating a culturally appropriate diet, movement, and sleep. Getting the proper rest. Okay? So, that's a car on the street. Actually, that's young Cleve's car. Let's give Cleve a round of applause. Cleve on his way out to work, keeping up with the proverb of the day. The sun will not, the sun will not rise. The dawn does not come twice to awaken a man. All right, but anyway, let me get to the proverb. But anyway, we have got to a point where how we conserve energy has ended up taking our lives. It's taking our lives now. We have perfected the art of conserving energy to a point to now where we are becoming obese, and now it is killing us. As my big brother Mazia Chete used to tell me all the time, he said, one thing is good for nothing. Too much of one thing. Too much of one thing is good for nothing. And those heuristics our ancestors passed us, you know, like those proverbs and these stories, they survive. If they survive, family, we need to take heed, because it's saying something that allowed the individuals that carried it to survive. You got to remember, part of our transfer is the cultural transfer of information, and the information that made it through is information that helped us survive. Now, I ain't saying we need to hold on to all of it, because some of it might need to go. Some of it is old paradigms, but we also need to be aware that if it has survived, then we need to look at it very closely and carefully to see what heuristics we could pull out of it to help us in this day and time, if there are any. All right. So let's get to it. So I know y'all like, I thought we already did it, Brother Tim. The ancestral algorithm is, my work is an offering to the future of my people. My work is an offering to the future of my people. Family, we need to realize that the things that we are attempting to build, the businesses we are trying to run, the organizations we are in, the jobs that we presently have are moving towards the future. They should be for the future of our people. This is why it's important to plug into the culture, because once again, this gets us into destroying the lore, destroying the myth, destroying the legend of the rugged individual. The individual, the strong, tough individual, gets rid of that. My work is an offering to the future of my people. When you get up and you do your little workout and you get your extra movement on, right? When you get up and you do your meditation, when you get up and you go out here to this job to pull in the resources for you, your family, and then be able to donate to your tribes, whether that tribe is a church, whether that tribe is Nyame, whether that tribe is Tawi, whether that tribe is whatever it is, or the nation, like the Simba Nation, or you are in the Nation of Islam, or you are connected to something, you are in some organization, and you go out and you do this work, right? And you bring home the resources. I ain't just talking about money, because some of that resources is is information. Some of the resources are things that you might be able to use, or space that you might be able to use. Please understand that your work is an offering to the future of your people, and you have to keep that in your mind. Now, with these algorithms, I'm setting these algorithms for this year. So we're going to go back through them maybe one more time, all of them. So they're not gone. You know what I'm saying? We're just moving to the next day, but they're always there, and they're there for you to be able to pull on. I'm trying to make them like heuristics that we are able to pull out and be like, damn, when I'm down, damn, I don't feel like going to work, but my work is an offering to the future of my people, to the future of my children, to the future of my family, to the future of my tribe, to the future of my nation, to the future of the world, to my future generations. All right. All right, so we're going to move on from there. We're going to talk a little bit about the proverb for the day. The proverb for the day, and this is a random one. The proverb for the day is, the dawn does not come twice to awaken a man. Family, this fits right in with this one. Many of us allow for excuses to rob us of our dawn. Many of us allow situations to rob us of our dawn. How many times have you slept through your dawn? And please understand we're talking in symbolic language as well as the daily rising of the sun. But how many times have you had the dawn, the starting of something that you missed because you refused to wait? Right? Come on now. Listen. This proverb survived just for you. It came down through the ages. Your ancestors put it together just for you, to ask you, to bring you to the realization that the dawn does not come twice to awaken a man or a woman, right? Or whatever your pronoun is, right? The dawn does not come twice to awaken you. So come on, fam. We got to stop playing. It does not come twice to awaken you. It does not come twice to awaken your family. It does not come twice to awaken your tribe. It does not come twice to awaken your clan. It does not come twice to awaken your city. It does not come twice to awaken your state. It does not come twice to awaken your nation. Come on, fam. Are you sitting on it? But with that, anime, if you would, please. Alright, family, down in the description you will find a link that you can get with Brother Hatim as well as the rest of Nyame. If you want to learn more about some of the Nyame lore, you can go to my author's page. Until we come up with a different way, we're going to have to use this Amazon thing. But also, if you are interested in becoming a candle lighter, you know what I'm saying? A candle lighter, a divine spark. Oh my God, because that was on my mind this morning. But a candle lighter, or even a divine spark, to whatever you want to call yourself, a supporter of the Daily Spark. I want to thank those out there that are supporting us. And I want to thank those of you that are interacting with the content, liking, sharing. Hey, thank you. But anyway, if you want to become a daily light, a candle lighter, a supporter of this show or this podcast or Nyame, just go to the link that's in the description and become a supporter. Also, those of you that want to get your day name shirt, right? You want to rep the principle that you was born on, whether you want to rep the day, the week, the cycle, or the year. That's on you. I had a brother tell me yesterday, he said, man, I want my personal symbol, because what is generated is not only is your day name or your Nguzo Saba narrative map created, but also a symbol that is personally yours, constructed personally for you, comes up, right? He said, I want that on my shirt. I said, oh, okay, all right, I got you, right? So family, come on and start getting it before it get too busy. All right, but anyway, and then also join the Telegram group. Telegram group, you get the proverbs. When I get set back up, you'll get the proverb early. Right now, you're getting the proverb right on time, because right after I get done with recording this long show, I am going to go on and post it up, and also post up the proverb. Also, I got to remember to post up the ancestor algorithm, but because I'm not in my regular workspace, my workflow is not flowing. But I want to thank you for your patience. I want to thank you for your time. I am Brother Hatim. This is the Daily Spark, and we are out.